Good morning, everybody. The article that I found is titled National Parks Feel the Effects of Humans Environmental Threats. This article was written by Bill Briggs in August 2013, and I found this article on NBCnews.com. In this article, the thing that he's talking about is that the most pressing danger to these national parks is the people who most adore them. He covers everything from people wandering off marked trails and trampling the vegetation, vehicles filling the air with pollution, chip bags, water bottles, different kinds of trash being left behind and not properly disposed of. And in 2009, there were 285 million people that spent a combined total of 1.25 billion hours inside the 58 national parks of the world. Most of the negative impacts of tourism on these national parks is related to impacts on the environment. This article focuses on the vast amount of environmental issues that all 58 of the world's national parks are currently faced with. The issues that I mentioned lead to things like loss of biodiversity in plants and animals, introduction of invasive species that compete with the native species, erosion, trash can harm the wildlife and take away from the natural beauty, and air and water pollution are also big issues. These national parks are currently handling these issues in many ways, but some of the ways they're handling them, there are little things here and there that I would add. They currently have signs and warnings in their brochures about staying on the designated trails, and I think maybe they should only allow guided tours so there's always somebody keeping an eye on them when they're out there sightseeing. They are currently eliminating cars inside the park by having a shuttle system, which drastically lowers the amount of emissions that are being released in the parks. And they have recycling and trash cans located throughout the park, but getting people to use them is the issue. I think they could educate them a little bit more before they just send them out into the park. And they should also have a steep penalty or fine for littering. Um, and another cool thing that they're doing for people that want to just sightsee is air tours, taking people up in a helicopter and just flying over the park and looking at all the cool things. Um, this definitely is the least negative impact, but it does not work for hikers and rafters and campers and people that are more want to do more of a hands-on experience. Another thing that they could do is put a cap on the daily entrances. They could do this by making people make a reservation in advance, and this would allow park management to more easily keep an eye on everyone. They could also have on-site camp officers that go around and make sure that campers are properly disposing of their trash and following all the regulations, and make sure that they're not starting wildfires or anything like that. With the regulations that are currently being placed, I think that they're going to see some drop in the environmental impacts, but they're going to have to take drastic measures to completely eliminate the problems. And even then, I don't think that they will 100% eliminate the problems because some of the problems that have been introduced are irreversible. The loss of native species and the introduction of invasive species are two examples of these irreversible problems. 5 years down the road, I definitely see limited negative impacts, but I don't think that it is ever going to go away. And people are just going to have to accept the fact that it's going to be a constant battle with these environmental impacts. And the only solution is to limit them as much as possible. Thank you, and I hope everybody has a fantastic day.